On the 316 Lego Maniac 316 here, whatever you want to call me. Today we'll be taking a look at the 76188 Lego Classic TV Series Batmobile. It retails for $30 and is a Walmart and Lego Store or Lego.com exclusive set. Now, it's been a while since we got this Classic TV Series Batmobile. However, to get the other one, the old one, you had to buy the UCS-styled playset of the classic TV series Batcave. So, already this is a better deal than that. Not saying this is better, not yet. We'll take a look at that. But what I am saying is this is a good price point if you're looking for just a Batmobile, if you don't want to buy the old UCS set. Again, we'll be taking a comparison of the old one and the old minifigures as well in a bit here. But I wanted to take a look at the Batmobile by itself first. So what's included? You get your Batmobile, you get Batman, you get the Joker, and then you also get these pieces so you can flip out the stud shooters here. So if you don't want the stud shooters and you just want this as a display car, you can do that. I will show you how to do that in a little bit here. Let me go ahead and take Batman out here. It's a little bit of a pain. Let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures first. Here's your Batman minifigure. Very good minifigure. It uses light gray for the torso and some dark blue legs. You also got the dark blue cape, soft cloth. There's your back printing. It's a little reflective, as you can see on the belt, as well as the front. Just a little bit reflective. I think the best part about this is the printed cowl. It does work well, but something I noticed is that the eyes are dark blue. Like, you see that? They didn't print the entirety of this. There's still just a little bit of dark blue around the eyes. That's something that also occurred, I believe, on the old figure. But before we take a look at the comparison of the old figure, you can see he's got a smile and then a bit of a kind of just not angry expression, but more so just like an annoyed expression. Looks good when you have the cowl on, though. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the comparison between the old minifigure. And yeah, as you can see, no printing on the lower eyes as well, so that's not really much different. I will say the nose portion, though, this white print is a little bit smaller on the left on the new minifig. I will say that I still prefer this minifigure for a few major reasons. I prefer the sand blue to the light gray, and dual molded legs. I mean, that's alone worth the value of this figure. I think it goes for about $20 some odd on Bricklink. But yeah, that's your old figure for Batman. Speaking of figures, the only other one included in this set is the Joker, Cesar Romero. Go ahead and get a good look at him. There's a little bit of glare, sorry about that. Anyway, there he is. His nice pink suit with his little tie. He's got this grayish, very bright green hairpiece. He's got a smile here, just like a little bit of a smirk, but showing teeth. And then he's got kind of like a almost depressed looking face print here. Just like something didn't go his way. And on both of these face prints, you can see he's got the mustache. Very nice. Good inclusion. Let's go ahead and take a look at the old minifigure. They're very similar. These two are more similar than the Batman minifigures. This one is still exclusive, though, legs included. As you can see, they didn't print the top of the crotch piece on this minifigure, but they did on this one. Also printing on the side. If it'll focus, I'm sorry. No printing on the side, boo. And then we do have different facial expressions. So as you saw on this one, we had the smile and the kind of miffed expression. And then on this one, on the old one, we have the little ooh face. And then we have a much wider smile. So both of these old minifigures are still exclusive to that set, but I still think that these are quite a decent update, I guess. Like I said, there's some things I like about the new ones and the old ones, but I still prefer the old minifigures mostly. It is nice to get a new face print for a Joker, though. Alright, enough about the minifigures. Let's get them out of the way here, and let's get on to the main event, the Batmobile. So this is something that a lot of you will be interested in. It actually comes with a little display stand, and that is a sticker, unfortunately, but, you know, like it doesn't make prints this large. It's very nice, though. It's kind of strange they put Adam West here instead of just like a picture of the Batmobile. Although I think they did that with that one promotional 89 Batmobile set. Anyway, you can see all the info there if you want to read it. Okay. And this is pretty easy how this is put together. It's a bunch of like Nexo Knights shield pieces and just a little twisty piece that makes it spin. Yeah, nothing, you know, difficult there. Anyway, the main event itself, the Batmobile, and I gotta say, this one looks really good. There's things that I'm not the biggest fan of, though. One thing, I'm not a big fan of these headlights. You know, I was watching the movie earlier, the 66 movie, and I didn't see any headlights here. The yellow is where it needs to be, but there were no headlights in sight for this car. But, I mean, just look at that profile. It's great. It's very thin. It should be thin. And obviously you do see a little bit of the Technic, but from most angles you're not going to see that. We have the clip here with the brick in here. That's it should be an illegal building technique, but Lego's like, nah, it's fine. So that's just kind of forced in there. You know, as long as Lego does it, it's a legal technique. Anyway, side of the car, you got, if it'll focus, apologies. You get your prints here. This is a sticker on both sides, same sticker. Not bad. Alright, inside of the car, you got your control panels with the monitor and the rockets. You can see in there. Then you got your steering wheel. You got your phone in there, although I will say, if you don't have it positioned correctly, it will misalign. Alright, you got your 3 exhausts here. You got your little, almost like police type of light up top there. In the back, look how thin that is. That's just perfect how crunched this is, like it should be. 2 more stickers adorn the back by the thruster. And then, this also has an opening trunk. So you can put all the extra pieces in here. So you got your extra stud shooters. And then you got your batarangs. And you can even throw in these 2 bits as well if you wanted to. But there's plenty of room for it. Closes nicely. And that just looks great. This back section's like perfect if you ask me. Anyway, as I was saying with these 2 pieces, you can switch out the stud shooters here if you don't want those. So all you got to do is grab the stud shooters and pull up. You're going to need this 2x2 piece here. All you do, stick that on and then just put it back into place. Takes a second. It's not aligned properly. There we go. That's one side. Then second side. That just goes right in here. And that makes it just a bit nicer, a little bit cleaner. You do see a little bit of the yellow peeking out, but nothing that's going to be like, oh, it's not supposed to be there. But yeah, really nice. Gives it just a better display model without the stud shooters. And you could put these in the trunk, but they won't stay up. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the comparison between the old Batmobile. Let me see if I can get this in frame. Okay, here's the one from the Batcave set, all the way back in, I want to say 2016, 2017. Can't remember what year. I'll put it in the description. Anyway, there's a lot of similarities between these builds and a lot of differences. Some of them you'll pick up right away, others you won't. So let me go ahead and move these closer to the end of my table here and then get a better view of it. So as you can see, the front is almost completely different. I will say, while I do like the left one's compactness, I think the right one does the yellow bits better. Because it's very hard to see, but towards this side and this side, there's actually a trans yellow piece for the light there, which is where it should be. So while I do think that's better, I still feel that this one is a better front end. Almost completely different builds for the front end. When we get to the middle, though, these middle sections are very, very similar. Like, very similar. The construction for the windows on the front and the back is exactly the same. The interior is different. As you can see, there's different stickers. There's no consoles there. This one has the emergency bat lever. That one's got the detectoscope. And also, the exhaust is only 2, whereas that one's 3. So, very interesting there. Like I said, I still think the new one's a bit better in terms of design. Some of those pieces that are used in here didn't exist back then, so they had to make do with what they had. Both of these share very similar features, like I said, but when it comes to the back, there's no competition, if you ask me. I mean, just look at that. The one on the right's clearly better. No competition. It's much more compact, like it should be, and it just looks better. But yeah, the biggest things with this new set is that the middle construction's very similar, but the front and the back ends are almost completely different. So on the left one, this one actually has the antenna, and then you can pull up a trunk, as well as the new one you can pull up a trunk. They both have pretty much the same room, although this one has a little bit more verticality because it's a bit deeper. But yeah, no competition. New one's better. It's not even funny. Anyway, that's the comparison over. Let me go ahead and put this back up on the tripod and put it on its display stand. Alright, so what do I think of this set? Is it worthy of the price points? Is it a good DC superhero set? Does it revitalize my passion for the theme? Well, I do think it's worth the $30. This is definitely going to be one of the more collector-oriented sets for this theme. For $30, I think it's good for value. A lot of good pieces if you want it just for the parts. Sell the minifigures off on like eBay or Bricklink, whatever. Decent sticker sheet. I don't think it's really very useful on a lot of applications. I do think this is a much better set than the last couple of DC superhero sets we've gotten. Especially the one accessory pack that had the Batman in the second display shelf there. Ugh, don't even get me started on that one. That accessory pack, yikes. This is definitely a good display set. And I hope to see more sets like this from this theme in the future. There is rumored to be Tumblr in the UCS scale and a couple other Batman sets like this. I am tired of getting non-stop Batmobiles and vehicles, but this one had a reason to be made because, you know, we haven't seen it in like 5 years. You know, last time we got it was, you know, the Batcave set with the old one. And I do think this Batmobile is better, genuinely. I think just about every little aspect of it's better. Would I recommend it? Yes, of course, I already said that. And like I said, hope to see more of this in the future, but the one complaint I have about this set, the one complaint, is that we did not get a Robin. Like, just add that in there and you're good to go. But, you know, they didn't do that, so this figure is going to go up in value because everyone wants him for this set. So it's possible we might see another classic TV set with Robin, probably the Batcopter, and we'll finally get some shark repellent bat spray with it. But I just used the one from the CMF series. I just gave it to him, thought it was appropriate. But yeah, no Robin, but yeah, I still think this is a good set. You should buy it. Anyway, if you want to see me do more LEGO reviews in the future, obviously I will be, but let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you like this set, if you want to see more classic TV Batman sets in the future. Let me know in the comments. Again, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, whatever. Peace.